Hi, everyone. Welcome to Running Real Estate with Ellen. I am a nationally ranked sprinter. I've placed in 275 as of this recording, 5K or longer races for my age group since 2006, and my knees are fine. 42 years, a vegan runner. So typically we don't get arthritis or inflammation, and that's why I've been able to run so long. But more importantly, today we are going to be talking about how staying motivated and focused helps you with real estate. So the whole being focused in running can also help you be focused in real estate. And the best example I have of this is when I was studying for my real estate exam. And I passed it on my first try, which is, as I understand, not so easy to do in Florida. But I grew up in the construction industry. I grew up around lawyers. So I probably could have taken it without and passed without taking any of the prep for it, just because it's kind of second nature. And for most people who love real estate, that's kind of what this is. It's just sort of formalizing what you've already known most of your life. So yeah, Dad had a lighting fixture store. So I would go around with him at all this new construction in places like now it would probably be like trespassing and you'd be thrown in jail. But that's the kind of dad he was. And I was so lucky to be able to literally walk in his footsteps. So the importance of being motivated in real estate comes from this deep sense of passion for it, of training. And it's the same with running. You have to develop a plan. Certainly you have to have the why, you have to have the fire in your gut to do it. And for me, mom and both sisters had breast cancer. So like people ask me all the time, what are you running from? And I go, I am running away from disease, specifically cancer. But all of these dots are so interconnected. And I just think you have to have a very specific plan and process in place to keep yourself motivated. That doesn't mean that you won't face challenges. Absolutely you will. And running is the same way when you're just doing something like going uphill and you feel like you're running out of air. It's the same thing happens in real estate. And some people will just kind of sit home on the couch and mope. But you just have to kind of pick yourself up and go at it again. If you lose a deal, just keep moving on. And so many of the people that I have been lucky to learn from just always have that, probably first and foremost, that is their strategy. If something sets you back, just move on. Don't go there. Just don't deal with it so much. I mean, you have to deal with what you have to deal with legally and to get things moving along, but you just can't wallow in blame games and all of that because stuff is going to happen. It's not always going to go your way. You're not always going to get first. I don't always get first, even in my age group. And that's what all these are, placing in my age group, usually the top three. But that doesn't always happen. I don't always win. So it's important to understand that it is a process. Strategies for staying motivated include having a network of people that you can depend on, a mentor. I belong to a leadership program through our real estate board, and it's fabulous. I really didn't think it was going to be as good as it is. And there're just so many neat people to work with and learn from within the industry, and many people who want to give back. So that's a personal, professional development. But also with my customers, sometimes, they just wanted to give up if they lost a deal. And sometimes in the hot market, when you're competing against 18 other deals, that's going to happen. But you just keep moving on. You just, look at the MLS, what's on the computer, and find other properties. And of course, with a good contact relationship management system, a CRM, you are going to find those kinds of things that people can work with, and they can see properties all the time. So another issue is how to maintain focus and avoid burnout. I mean, that could certainly happen with running, but it also can happen with real estate, especially if you don't get deals together and you might just want to throw in the towel and say, oh, maybe I should just go get a job at Whole Foods. Trust me, I've had that thought. But the thing is, it's so worthwhile when you help people find what is arguably the most important and largest purchase of their life in a place they have always dreamed about moving to. And here in Sarasota, we're so lucky to have found actually landed in a place like this that is really a very easy sell if people want to come here. They know why they want to come here. I don't really have to convince them. I may add a lot of rich resources to what they already know. I may be able to provide them with information they didn't have, and that is part of the motivation that keeps them coming here and continuing to do the search when maybe they just want to like go back to Chicago and say, forget about it. But usually they don't. And part of my modeling a healthy lifestyle here is to show them what's possible. And, in the process of showing them property, they're going to be asking me questions like, well, like, are there gyms here to work out? Where do you go to walk? And of course, what all these ribbons mean is that I've been usually in a park to run a race. So I can show them all these parks and the neighborhoods that are nearby, the biking trails, the walking trails, whatever. It's modeling what a healthy lifestyle can look like. And believe me, I wasn't always that way. I was stuck at a desk job working in television, never had time to put into a serious exercise program. And now I know how important that really is. And I often share that with my customers as well. So some other tips for setting and achieving goals in both running and real estate are, keep your eye on the prize. There is nothing like a family saying, thank you for helping us. I'm working with some customers now who they said, I really want to move to Florida, but we need jobs. Both my husband and I need a job in the school district. So she's working in one area and he's working in another. And I happen to know some people who work in the local school districts, and it seems to have clicked for them. And so, not that I'm a job placement counselor or anything like that, but you work with people where they are. And that is really the trick for real estate, and certainly for running. You got to also recognize where your start line is. What is a good point for you to take off? It's not going to happen overnight. It takes time and patience and perseverance. And I used to have a bracelet that said, never give up. And that is my final line, whether it's running or whatever goal you have, just keep on keeping on. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you found any value here, I hope you did. And I appreciate you coming over to the channel because I know you can spend your time lots of different places. I hope you'll like and subscribe and smash that notification button just in case you might want to see some more fun things. And don't forget to put in the comments below what you would like me to talk about. It can be anything: real estate, running, athletics, being a senior athlete, even financial services. I worked at Smith Barney for a lot of years, and that was quite a trip back in the day. So if I can help you out, let me know. In the meantime, I gotta run.